So as I stand in front of an ocean, I wonder which direction I should set my sails. Familiar on a basic level with Git and GitHub using Bash. I help others with their issues. Even when I don't know the answer, I thoroughly research it so that I can give them something that I think is informed. But in terms of practical experience and exposure, I've never done a pull request, never really had an opportunity or a need to really branch anything yet.
We have some documentation at docs.codebuddies.org that walks you through how to get your environment set up. So you have to install Meteor, and then you have to fork the repository and then clone it. And then you can CD stands for change directory into it. So what's the next step? You know that you need to change this little widget into an HTML link.
Oh, right.
Oftentimes you'll see issues where you don't really know which file that you're supposed to be looking at. A tool that I like using a lot is AG, the Silver Searcher. It's a code searching tool similar to ACK, which is another code searching tool. You can download it if you Google the Silver Searcher and go to this repository. If you're on a Mac, they're like Mac, Linux, Windows and downloading instructions. So what I do is I can type AG, and then I'll look on the homepage for, some sort of HTML that's close to the area that I'm supposed to be working on. Like, this project is free and transparent, nonprofit, open source, blah, 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 core volunteer contributors. So maybe I'll search for fantastic team of core volunteer. And then I'll paste that in. And then it'll return to me, hey, this text appears in this file. And say I want to get 10 lines before and after where the keyword appears, then C stands for context. So I'll add a flag, C10, and it'll give me the 10 lines before and after the search term.
Oh, that's cool.
So now I know, okay, the file I'm supposed to be looking at is this one, client templates home logged out .html. And then I see there's this join Slack div. And it says, in the Slack invite, I see a script async. So this must be the widget that produces this thing over here. And another thing that you might want to do is, you're probably familiar with this already, just open up Inspector and look at the surrounding HTML.
Right.
And sometimes you can also search for this class names, sometimes might be unique. So if I AG join Slack, I'll notice that, okay, there's some styling involved with it in our CSS files. We use Sass, by the way. And then here in the HTML, it appears in 2 different places in this file. You said that you had the environment set up already?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm actually following along with you and entering everything. Not exactly, but just to...
Oh, cool. Yeah, this issue would take less than 20 minutes to do. So I'm wondering if maybe you would just like to screen share and then I can walk you through it.
Is my screen showing up?
Yes, I see your screen.
Okay, cool. So I was about ready to do issue 962 Slack widget fix. Mm-hmm. What was that class we were looking for? Again, or can't remember.
Oh, so you've already found the file that you're supposed to be working with, and I think I just searched for fantastic team of volunteers or something. Yeah, so I was looking at the website itself when I searched for that term, and I noticed that it was close to the widget. And here you'll see script async defer. Do you remember that there was a command to start running the app?
It was, I think I already have it.
Yes.
Is
it running in a different terminal already?
Yeah, I've got it right here.
Okay, awesome. back to the home page. And then, great. And then you can do something very easy like changing a bit of text and then reloading the page just to make sure that the file you're changing is affecting what you see on the page. That's interesting to see.
Oh.
Okay. So this is what you'll see if there's a syntax error.
What in the world did I do?
So it looks like
by class link, target blank here.
oh
wait. Did I not close the? I mean, you don't necessarily have to close the p tags, but.
So one thing you can, if you open up your in your terminal, could you try typing git diff?
Oh, here, duh. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think that might be an error in the console. Oops.
That'll show you the lines that you added and as well as that you. So if you type space, then you can see the rest of the diff.
Oh, right.
The stuff that you deleted, and you might want to hit space a few more times.
Okay.
Okay. So if we go back up a little bit, then looks like you removed the div class invite, and then you added a p tag, but you needed to close the p tag, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me make sure that I where was that? It's just like yada yada. Oh, it's exactly the same as it was. There's no p tag, closing p tag there or there.
But you added a new p tag. Oh, did you add a new p tag there? Get your Slack invites. Could you scroll to the right a little bit?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No worries.
Can you see okay? So this, this is at the top. This is the line that I
yeah.
So,
and then it looks like the next one somehow was missing a p tag as well. Oh wait, it's not because it's on line 40. So sorry, we don't need the one on line 39. Because if you see there's a BR tag and then a closing p tag on line 40. So no, sorry, we need the one on 38, but not the one on 39. Yeah, so you can remove this one. Yeah.
I feel so clumsy right now. This is ridiculous. When I'm by myself, I can make all these mistakes. And I'm just like, okay, no one has to know. But okay.
We can edit all this out, don't worry.
That's all right. This is supposed to be a newbie walking through, so perfect. All right.
So, great. Yeah, so the site should load fine now.
Okay. Oops. Where'd it go? Oh, over here. Dun, da, 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 da.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so next step, what I normally do is I do a git diff and then just to double check that it's everything that I need to commit. To get out of this, you do a escape:q.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. So from here, like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm not familiar with the process at all.
No problem. Do a normal git commit and try git pushing.
anything I should particularly note about this? Just
Mhm. Oh yeah, like, yeah, exactly. That looks good.
Okay, then git. Wait, no. What am I missing here? Is it just a git push origin master?
I don't have this part memorized because what I usually do is git push and it tells me what I need to type instead. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I just copied that. Okay, awesome.
So then it would be.
So now we can go to the GitHub repository. Oh, well, one more thing. In the issue, could you comment that you are working on this issue? I know this is a little bit after the fact. Yeah, that doesn't have to be too fancy. Just scroll up and click on CodeBuddies. The name, yeah. You should see that green button, compare and pull request. And then you can.
Was it 962, right?
Yes, 962. Sorry, you could delete those like brackets as well. It's just number 962. Yeah, thanks. And then, yeah, and Git has the like auto filtering, and you could just write an optional comment if you want, and you can create the pull requests. Yay! So that's a pull request. Thank you.
So what happens? Oh, did you? Okay. What happens after that?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'll typically go in here to files changed. I'll note what's been changed. So I went to files change. I noticed that, okay, this is the change you made. It looks pretty good. If it were a more complicated feature, I would check out your branch and then I run it locally and I see, like, basically test out the feature. This is straightforward. So I'll approve it. And then I'll submit the review and then I'll merge it into the staging branch.